We're breaking all the rules. Our star signs don't matter.
Hello all. Outside it's cold, it's wet, kind of slightly drizzly and windy. We'll do this video inside. What we're going to cover today is the latest on climate change. What's happening? What's the news? Is it looking bad? Is it looking good? Not particularly. Let's go over to the board. So there's been a new report about the Hawaii coral reefs and the bleaching that's taking place there and has taken place. So the heat waves there in 2014 to 2015 caused major bleaching. On the Big Island, it caused 56% of all the corals to be bleached. They're saying this is a serious problem because coral, if it stays bleached for too long, will then die out, and you get a big mound of green algae instead of beautiful corals and fishes. The scientists there are predicting by 2030 we will see more than a 30 to 50% of the year we'll see coral bleaching. That's amazing. That's 30 to 50% per year we'll see coral bleaching. So scientists also checked out whether there was a fish decline or not. So the people that fish found a 90% decline in fish catches in the last 100 years. That's because there are more people and less fish. How could it be any other way? Let's go see something even more sad. The U.S. Climate Assessment Report just came out. Now, the first part of the report was sort of adapted. It came out earlier. We talked about it. Now, next, in the spring, there'll be another report that comes out, the second part of this assessment. So there was a lot to it, and all I wanted to do was just show you just one part of this report. It's going to get a lot hotter. By 2070 to 2100, the temperatures are going to be, if there are strong reductions in emissions, meaning almost 100% reductions in all the world's emissions, we will still climb 2.8 degrees to 7.3 degrees Fahrenheit warmer. Now on this chart I show the temperature record from 1901 to 2017 present. The assessment is showing that we will warm to 7.3, possibly this high. But if we do current strategy, which is do nothing, we will see an increase of 5.8 to 11.9 degrees Fahrenheit. That's up here. Now, that doesn't mean that we can just sit back and do nothing, because we'll all be dead by the time it gets up here, except for the infants that are being born now. But we do have to worry. Just last summer we were at 115 degrees here in the Bay Area, and it was catastrophic. Fires, the whole thing. Now let's go look at some of the charts that are out there. How about the ocean land temperature anomaly chart? As you can see clearly here that there's an increase in temperature. No doubt about it. Nothing at all. The problem is that the latest assessment shows that we're over a degree in temperature. For all this time prior to this, we thought we were only a 3/4 degrees higher in temperatures. But because we're warmer, that means that the permafrost is now melting faster, ocean temperatures are climbing faster, and methane is going to pour into the atmosphere, adding to the greenhouse effect. Now let's go over and look at the surface, the continental surface temperatures around the world and how they're changing so rapidly. As you can see, a lot of the planet is rapidly warming, and that's what they're warning, that every year we'll see hotter and hotter temperatures. How can we get any hotter than we are now? At 115 degrees with 60 to 70 mile an hour winds, you have an unstoppable firestorm. Nothing's going to stop it except for the ocean itself. So if it gets in these temperatures, we're going to have to build out of something other than wood. Of course, trees aren't going to survive either. They're going to burn up too. There's one more chart I want us to look at. So as you can see, Every chart that you look at shows that global climate heating is happening at an ever faster rate. So just here in California, if you add degrees to the now 115 degrees, you get 122.3 degrees. They're also saying that you'll have more and more hot temperatures during the day and hotter nights. They're saying that 90 degrees is going to become the new average. Can you believe that? During the summer? We haven't even talked about precipitation. Rain is expected to increase by a huge amount, up to 10 inches in some cases throughout the U.S. So I just wanted to put this out here because it is an important report. I'll put a link of some sort down below that can help you get to the to help you understand more of what this is saying. Unfortunately, the world isn't going to do much about this. So unfortunately, we're going to have to take the high road on the temperature. 11.9 degrees Fahrenheit hotter than now on the average. Can you imagine that? So if it's 115 degrees out and you add 11.9 degrees, that's just under 127 degrees. Can you imagine how hot it's going to get if we don't do anything at all? And that's just in a few years, like 100 years from now. Think of what 200 years is going to look like. This place will be another Venus. It certainly looks like it. Are you concerned about this? Do you have any worry about it at all? For the future of the children? For your future? My future? What's next summer going to be like? That's what we said last winter. So as usual, we'll keep up with this. And that's not even talking about the CO2 count. Let's go over and look at it from now until last year. Remember, we're on the rising end of the waveform. We're going up at this time, unbelievably fast. That too is in the report. So I appreciate all your comments, the ups and the downs and the new subscribers. And until next time.